Hi, thanks for joining me today, and I'm really honored that we're here together and that I get to share this topic with you because it's vitally important in order for you to be successful in life. And when I'm talking about success, we're talking about any area of success that you want for your life. So it could be like, do you want a great relationship? I mean, with the partner of your dreams, to feel love every day, to feel fulfilled, to be excited about the person you're with. Does that kind of stir your boat? Or maybe you have the desire that you want to be healthier and fitter. You want to feel better. You want to be more fit and have more energy and more endurance and more drive in life. How's that? Does that sound great? Or maybe you want to be successful in business or finances, or maybe there's a career change you want to make, or maybe it's a career you have now. Whatever it is, whatever you want to be successful in, and by the way, my version of that is, why not be successful in all of those, right? That's called holistic success, is having success in all areas of your life. Well, in order to do that, this video and what's on it is going to be vitally important for you and something that you're going to need to put into action if you're not doing that already. So this one's really valuable, and I think you're going to really love what's in this video. Now, being one of the leading peak performance coaches on the planet, you got to think about that. I've got an international best-selling book called How Would Love Respond? I've been in front of tens of thousands of people at live speaking events, probably hundreds of thousands now that I think about it. I've been in front of millions of people through the media, through web videos, through all kinds of different things like that. So I've had the opportunity to help teach and influence literally millions of people around the world. And one of the things that I'm regularly asked by people is that they say, Kurek, how do I get rid of my fear? It's my fear that's costing me everything in life. It's my fear that's stopping me from being successful. And here's my strategy. First, don't get rid of your fear. Matter of fact, amplify it. Now, you're probably like, wait a minute, that is the farthest thing away from what I thought you would be saying to me right now, is that you're telling me to amplify my fear. And I'm telling you that's correct. See, the thing is that fear isn't a good thing and it's not a bad thing. It all comes down to what do you do with your fear that determines whether it's good or bad for you. And you'll find out what I mean by that. See, all successful people, we have fear. Everybody has fear. Everybody has doubt. Everybody's got insecurity. Now, what it does is it comes down to what do you do with that? Because the truth is, the key distinction between successful people and everybody else on the planet is that we learn how to manage how we think and feel differently than the masses do. See, we all go through the same stuff. We just learn how to manage it differently. And so all successful people, we have fear. We just have a different fear. See, the truth is most people don't fear failure. And that's why they fail. They fear success. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, remember, I've been in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've personally helped and been in contact with thousands of people. And so I'm a good study of human beings and what they go through, especially with all the coaching clients that I've had since the beginning of my career, which, by the way, is a long time now. The thing is that, people fear that, well, if I'm successful, what if people find out that I'm not a genius or that I'm not brilliant or that I don't know everything? Or one of their other fears might be is, what if I get successful and I can't keep it? Like I go down, well, then I had a taste of it. Now I'm really going to feel bad because I can't have it anymore. Or there's a lot of other things that are associated with it, but they're more afraid of being successful than they are of being a failure. Now, how do I know that? Well, besides working with all these people, the other reason is that there's a mechanism in the brain. It's a function of the brain, and that is whatever the brain perceives to be painful, we move away from, right? And the key word there is perceives. The other thing is that whatever we perceive to be pleasurable, we move towards, right? Because the brain links up that that's going to bring us pleasure, so it wants more of that, so it starts moving us towards it. So now if you put that in perspective, now why are so many people struggling on the planet and not at the level of success that they want to be, is because they have a fear of success, and that's what's keeping them away from being successful. See, but if you had a fear of being a failure, that would drive you to being a success. Does it make sense? So the key is to start amplifying your fears, to get scared, but be afraid of something else in life. I say be afraid of living an unfulfilled life. Be afraid of being stagnant. Be afraid of not achieving your goals. Be afraid of having your life just drip away until there's nothing left of it, and the regret that you're going to feel for the great life that you missed out on. If you start amplifying that fear right now, it will move you towards being successful. And that's the truth. You got to make that decision, and you got to say, you know what, I'm done. But you got to think of the worst case scenario of what your life's going to be like if you don't take the action, and if you don't start getting yourself into moving towards your goals and dreams. That perceived pain will be the thruster that kicks in behind you and drives you to be successful. So that's the key. Is, think about this for a moment. Think about if you were given the news that you only had one more year to live, that you're facing your death, that you're going to be dead forever, and that you're facing that. Well, how would you live this year? If that's all you had was this year left, that you didn't know, that's it, it's limited. And so every day you're going to make it count. Well, how would you live today if you knew it was going to be over? Well, the truth is, it is going to be over. And I don't know if it's going to be this year, next year, 10 years from now, who knows? But everybody who died today, and by the way, there are people on the planet, your age, my age, younger than us, who died today or are going to die today, and they weren't planning on it either. Do you know that every time that you get on the highway or the freeway to go to work or go somewhere, somewhere 5 minutes in front of you or 3 minutes in front of you, there was a car accident that causes traffic that you get stuck in. Well, if you would have left 3 minutes earlier, that could have been you. Or there's an accident 5 minutes behind you that you don't even know about, maybe you heard about later, that could have been you. And those people, when they left their house, well, they weren't planning on getting in an accident and being killed either. Right? That's why it's called an accident, by the way. So, amplify your fear. Use it for your benefit. See, that's managing how you think and feel differently than the masses. So you got to switch the poles of what you're perceiving as being pleasurable and what you're perceiving as being painful. Amplify the fear you have. Amplify the perceived pain about not changing, about not living a fulfilled life, about not taking consistent action. It's going to drive you to be successful. And at the same token is add massive amounts of perceived pleasure to taking the action, to producing the results, and to being the person you want to be on that side. And by the way, none of us are perfect. None of us are geniuses. We may think the other person's calm, cool, and collective, and they know everything. The fact is that, we all have fear, we all have doubt, we all have insecurity, and we just look at each other and we think, well, that's the calm person. That guy's got it all together. When they're actually looking at us thinking the same thing. So, yeah, sometimes you get success in life and things happen and you lose some of it. And sometimes it doesn't, though. Sometimes you get successful and you get even more successful. And you learn more things because you have to reinvent yourself and educate yourself and apply at a different level. But that's what comes from that fear that you have of being a failure, is it forces you into growth. You start to learn things, you start to study things, you start to play at a different level. So change the game. Make this year the best year of your life. Make it the most fulfilling year of your life, and play the game at a whole nother level, and just amplify your fear of living an unfulfilled life and being stagnant, and that will drive you to being successful. I hope this was of real value to you. Please leave a comment below the video. By the way, if there's anything else you want me to cover, any strategies, anything, topics you want me to work on, leave those in the comment section below the video. Until I talk with you again, have a most outstanding day.